Hey guys, today we're talking about foundations. Do you know that foundation drawer that you have a lot of foundations that you really love but you never use because they're too light, they're too dark, they're too yellow, they're too pink, and they're not the same shade as you need at that exact moment? Well, we all do. Well, most of us at least have more than one, and most of them just do not fit us at all. So we're going to solve this issue today. I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks and see how we can make everything better. Let's get started. Here's the secret. Most people don't have one perfect shade because our skin tone changes according to the season, according to our health, so many variables. And even though the base, I'm fair to medium, but sometimes I'm darker, sometimes I'm lighter, especially in the winter where I hardly see the sun. I'm lighter. In the summer or the beginning of summer I am light to medium. At midsummer I'm more medium. So it really changes all the time, and even if you have the perfect shade in your drawer, it will not match you all year round. And let's just see how to correct it and create your perfect shade. You can use the back of your hand, you can use a palette from glass or metal, or you can use an empty box. Take an empty box, let's say of a cream that you really like, and you can mix your shade in that box. I'm going to show you on the back of my hand because it's what we all have. We all have the back of our hands. It's easier, it's more comfortable, at least for me. And let's just see. First of all, I have a lot of shades here of this nude stick foundation. Don't ask why. Well, you can ask why. It was on discount and I bought so many shades, and these three are definitely, you can see, they're too dark for me. There's no escaping them. I thought maybe I can use them as bronzers, but even as bronzers they're too dark for me. And these ones, well, this one is really light. Wait, yeah, this one is really light. This one sometimes can work for me, but not all the time. Again, it depends on so many variables. So let's just see what we have here. This is from Nude Sticks. This is their tinted coverage foundation. This is in the shade Nude 1. For example, let's just take a pump. Oh, I should have mixed it up, I guess, like this, but I didn't. So let's just look at that here. First of all, we'll do it on the back of my hand. You can see this is super light. Then I have the shade Nude 2.5. Let's shake it. Let's learn from our mistakes. Pump on the back of my hand. And I'm going to swatch it. And you can see this is more my shade, but it is a bit too dark now because we are, I don't know, well, not midsummer, we're at the end of June, so it's more of a transition between winter and summer. I know it's spring, but it is a transition. And I also have this one, which is Nude 8. I also have Nude 9 and 10, but we're going to settle with 8. Oh, shake it up, and you're going to see how dark this is. You can definitely see this is more of a bronzing shade for me, but even as a bronzer, this is definitely too dark. Definitely too dark. Right? Okay. I'm going to show you on my face. Now, where is the perfect place to try your foundation shade? Is here, in between your neck and your face in the chin, this is the place to see if a foundation matches. Why? Because usually our chin has the perfect shade that we need. We want them to match. So you can see on my face I'm very, very red, and my chin looks the shade that it is supposed to be, and I want to match my neck to my face. Let's take number 1 first. Going to take it on a clean finger and swatch it here. Okay, so we can see on my neck that this is way too light. And then we'll take 2.5. Let's take a different finger and put it here. So you can see that there are days that this could be my shade, but today this one is too yellow, this one is too white. They're not, neither of them is the right shade for me, so we need to mix them up. In my case, I'm going to mix a drop of this to this shade, because this shade is a bit too dark, This one is a lot light, not a bit. This is too light. This is a bit too dark. So I'm going to mix a tiny bit of this into this, and we call it a day. And this will be my perfect shade. Let's do that, of course. Maybe I'll clean my hand, or we can do it where it's cleaned. So I'm going to take the 2.5 and take 2 pumps of 2.5 and half a pump of 1. This is like an experiment lab. Okay, why doesn't it want to come out? Who knows? Okay, half a pump. You can see in the middle, and now I'm going to just mix them up. Now it still looks way too dark, but we're going to do a test here. Here is the shade that I mixed, and you can see from my neck this is a bit too light, so I need additional quantity of the middle shade. I probably squeezed too much in the half pump, so I'm going to take 2.5, a bit more, mix it up, and let's do it here. And this is definitely the shade for me. So a tiny bit of the lightest one to the darkest one, the darker one. Can you see this is here? You can hardly see it because it is the shade that I need. Okay, let's put it all over the face and we can see the difference. Let's just take the mixture and apply it all over with my hands. Just like that. I am going to mix everything here and add a little bit from the sample that I just took, because I want to have an even tone all over the face, and I'm going to take a brush and just buff it in. I am trying to use just a brush and not a sponge, even though I prefer a sponge, but a brush is better for us. It's more hygiene than a sponge. I have a whole video about it. If you're interested, you can check it out. Put it down in the description. If I will forget, then let me know and I will do that. No worries. Okay, this is it. I buffed it all, and especially here where I had the swatches, and I always go to my neck because I want to have an even tone, and we can see this is my perfect shade. Can you see that? Perfection. It matches my neck. For me, that's perfection. Okay, don't mind the dark circles and everything else. We're not addressing that right now. We're addressing the shade. So this is the correct shade for me. Now for you, of course, it can be different. Next time you are tempted to buy a new foundation, stop. Don't do it. You don't need a new foundation. You already have foundations at home. I am 99% sure that most of you have more than one foundation in your drawer, and the ones that you have you hardly use because they don't fit you. You know, I see a lot of people that have foundations that are too yellow for them. What do you do when your foundation is too yellow? You just neutralize it with something neutral or pink. Simple, right? Let's just see a demonstration. Let's take this one. This is a concealer, I know, but it is yellow. I just want to show you what to do if your foundation is too yellow. So this is my concealer. It's too yellow. You can see. I don't know. I took too much. I don't know why I bought it. Way too yellow for me. Can you see that? It's orange yellow. Let me just wait for it to zoom in. Can you see that? This is definitely not my shade. Not as a foundation, not as a concealer. It's not even as a corrector. It's just not my shade. I'm going to take this palette from Essence, but you can take whatever you have at home. And I'm going to take this orangey pinky shade. This is a warm neutral shade. And I'm going to take it and apply it all over. Well, I applied too much. Too much. Nothing is going to be shown like this. So let's just take another swatch, tinier one. This one here. It will be easier than such a huge surface. And I am applying a bit of pink on it. Oh, okay. I just accidentally took a bit from the bronzer, as you can see, but you can definitely see, well, wait to zoom in. Zoom guy. Can you see here? We can hardly see it because it matches my skin tone now. Now, versus this one, which is yellow. So we can take, if we have a yellow foundation, we can take something pinky, warm tone, neutral tone, pinky tone, and just change the shade of the foundation. What do we do if the foundation is too pink? The other way around, we take a cool shade or a yellow shade. So it's all about mixing our foundation. Maybe you have a dark foundation. Well, you can do it, of course, with concealers as well. It's not exclusive to foundation. If you don't have a shade matching your concealer, you can mix it up. If it's too light, add a drop of something darker. If it's too dark, add a drop of something lighter. I recommend just trying. And when you're adding, let's say you took a dark shade and you're adding something light, add a tiny bit of something light, mix it up, check it like I did, and see what do you think about it. Is that the shade you were looking for? If it is, then you found your match. If you didn't, like it happened to me, add a tiny bit more. And vice versa. If your shade is too light and you want to darken it, start, and especially this, start with a tiny bit. Let's course, see an example. I'm going to take number 1, which is the light shade. Let's do it on this clean hand. And again, this is too light. And if I didn't have 2.5 and I only have something really dark, like this one, but I can't reach it, and you know, I have to take a bit more. I hope you understand. Oh, logistics issues. Now I am trying to do very small. Okay, I wanted to do a small amount. Look how much I had. Now I did it on purpose because I want to make a point. I added too much, and now this is going to be darker than I intended. This is slightly darker. Okay, it is a good shade match, but it's more, well, it is a bit dark. I need to add more of the light. Okay, so I hope you got what I'm trying to say. If it's too dark, lighten it. If it's too light, darken it, but with small amounts. And if you found your shade, you can take a small container and just mix there. Do your own science lab there, but don't buy a new foundation. There are so many new foundation, new tints every day. Well, not every day, but you know, every week at least there is a new foundation. All the time, new, more. They want you to buy more and more and more, and I want you to buy less and less and less. Don't buy unless you have nothing. If you have nothing, then of course that goes without saying, and you have nothing and you want to start applying makeup, then of course you have to go and buy. But otherwise, if you have a lot of foundations, this is really, in my opinion, unnecessary. Conclude, if you're going to Sephora or Ulta, wherever you're buying your makeup from, even online, and you see a new foundation that came to the market, please stop, pause, do not buy. Most likely you already have foundations at home that you can mix and match. It doesn't have to be such a huge difference between the shades, like this one and this one. It doesn't really have to be. It's enough to have, let's say, these two shades that are, you know, one is a bit too light, one is a bit too dark, and you mix them up. You don't have to have such contrasts in your foundation to nail this technique. So save this video for later, send it to your friends that are struggling to find their shade. And I know it's difficult to find a shade, even if you really want and you're very experienced, and especially online. Online is the hardest to nail foundation that I bought online, and let's not talk about it. Just a shame. So my tip from me to you, use what you already have. Okay, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Join my family here on YouTube. We have a lot of fun. If you tried it and you liked it, then give this video a like, share it with your friend, upload it to social media and tag me. I really want to see if you nailed it like I did. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.